What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Welcome back to another WWE 2K tournament. Now, there's something I need to address because the last Intercontinental tournament, well, for those who don't know, there's a 4-week tournament going on right now that will culminate at the end of December. So on New Year's Eve, be watching for this channel because we're going to determine the best Intercontinental Champion of all time through a series of tournaments with former Intercontinental Champions. In the last tournament, I used the, at the time, current day belt. And I talked about the current day design a little bit, the white strap belt and everything, and how that was the current design. Literally, the night after I record that video, the WWE releases a brand new image for the Intercontinental Championship. It looks really good in my opinion, although I wasn't sure about changing the Intercontinental title of all titles, but the Intercontinental Championship has a new design that is not in this game, but hopefully when Creative Championship rolls around, hopefully it's not too buggy and we can actually make that. But we're continuing the second part. This time it is the yellow bracket. So this is what we have. We have all 4 of these matches. We have Bobby Lashley taking on Jon Moxley from AEW. That's right, we're still continuing having AEW stars in our tournaments as well. Booker T versus Shelton Benjamin. Chris Jericho versus Bret Hart. Did HBK win the Intercontinental Championship? I don't remember, honestly. Let me check. Because I remember. Oh yeah, that's right. Duh. He had that match with Razor Ramon. I'm sorry, it's too early in the morning for this. But anyways, we have Orton and HBK. That should be changed around. We have Chris Jericho versus Chris Jericho versus Bret Hart. HBK versus Randy Orton. Booker T versus Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley versus Jon Moxley. And this is going to be taking place at the WrestleMania 33 arena. So, without further ado, we are going to get started with this matchup. Bobby Lashley and Jon Moxley. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button. And I appreciate you being here for this tournament. We are going to determine the best Intercontinental Champion of all time. The winner of this will be fighting the winner of the previous tournament, which, if you don't want spoilers, watch that now, because I'm about to spoil it in 3, 2, 1. Ultimate Warrior won the white strap belt. So now we have this yellow strap bracket, which consists of these men, as well as the black strap belt and the old school 2002 design. And here is Bobby Lashley, former Intercontinental Champion. Thank you once again for inviting us into your home. Oops. Oh, Jon Moxley making his way to the ring. Is attacking Bobby Lashley. Oh man. Jon Moxley is attacking Bobby Lashley. You can't really see what's going on behind this pillar. One would expect this thing from Jon Moxley, honestly. Because Moxley is a hardcore fighter. Sorry, my stream is breaking up at the moment. I must have tripped a wire or something. Moxley is attacking Lashley on the outside. Bobby Lashley didn't even see this coming. And Moxley with a Northern Lights suplex. This is brutal. And it's just like Moxley to be attacking Bobby Lashley before the bell. Oh, Moxley ain't done yet. But Bobby Lashley counters with a big gut wrench suplex. Bobby Lashley is mad. He is angry. But now he and Moxley are trying to get this match started. Oh, Bobby Lashley just throwing Moxley off. This match started hot, and here comes Moxley in the ring, and the match can officially begin. The bell sounds, and Bobby Lashley is taking down Moxley. Jon Moxley making his waves when he debuted for AEW. Attacking Chris Jericho, but since then has put on some brutal matches, including with the likes of Kenny Omega. Meanwhile, Bobby Lashley's in one of the most controversial storylines right now. He obviously doesn't have Lana out by his side, but it's because this is a tournament match and we respect the tournament rules, unlike Jon Moxley. I'll go for a big clothesline, but Moxley counters, and a running STO. Moxley to the top. Elbow drop. And this match has been all Jon Moxley from the attack before the bell. Bobby Lashley trying to fight out of it. Uh-oh. Moxley counter. Roll up. Oh, paradigm shift. The paradigm shift in the center of the ring. 1, 2, and 3. And Moxley making no work of Bobby Lashley. Wow. This one paradigm shift was all that it took. And then Bobby Lashley was down and out in the center of the ring. Jon Moxley moves on in the tournament. Congratulations to Jon Moxley. If, albeit by nefarious means, he moves on to the next round of this tournament. We're going to keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. No stopping here on this train to see who is the best Intercontinental Champion of all time. We have Booker T, the five-time WCW champion, former World Heavyweight Champion, former Intercontinental Champion, the man Booker T, against Shelton Benjamin, who, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated but most decorated Intercontinental Champions of all time. And here he comes, WWE Hall of Famer, Booker T. Look at the man making so many iconic moments in the past.
Is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Houston, Texas. Weighing in at 251 pounds, Booker T.
Booker T going into this match in a very decorated field. Coming up soon, we will be having a WCW World Heavyweight Championship tournament in the future featuring former world champions, and you know Booker T is going to be in that. One of the biggest stars of his generation, former King of the Ring. He had been in a main match at WrestleMania against Triple H. But now, Booker T looks to prove why he is one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time. Against this man, a man who honestly should be used more often, Shelton Benjamin, the gold standard.
From Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 248 pounds, Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin is, quite honestly, one of the best Intercontinental Champions ever. In fact, if you look at it, I remember growing up that every Money in the Bank match that I saw growing up, Shelton Benjamin held either the Intercontinental Championship or the United States Championship. He would always be in that area, and he never quite broke the star mold of being world champion. But Shelton Benjamin has a chance to prove why he is one of the greatest champions the sport has seen by competing in this tournament and beating Booker T and eventually maybe even Jon Moxley en route to the finals to be considered one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time. Booker T and Shelton Benjamin. Here we go. Match is underway, and Booker T running straight for Shelton Benjamin. Got his arm wrapped up in the center of the ring. Shelton, though, punching out. Shelton with a nice kick to the side of the head. Shelton was gone from WWE for a while, making a name for himself in places like Japan and around the world on the indie scene. Elbow drop for the top rope. He hits the cover. 1. And a kick out at 1. One of my most memorable Shelton Benjamin moments was his dive from the ladder at, I believe, WrestleMania 25 in the Money in the Bank ladder match. We could also forget his big match against Triple H, where he actually beat Triple H in the center of the ring on Monday Night Raw. Big powerbomb from Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin, a former member of the world's greatest tag team alongside Charlie Haas. But Booker T has had his share of accolades. Former tag team champion with RVD, as well as Goldust. But both of these men are here for one reason. They were former Intercontinental Champions. They've held that prestigious belt that many associate with workhorses, and you have to be a workhorse in order to win this tournament. Here tonight, big axe kick. Booker T, kick to the face. Oh, what a chop. Booker T with the spinner, Rooney. Shelton Benjamin is on the ropes. Booker sending him to the middle rope. What could he be thinking here? Maybe a knee drop to the face. Or more so the neck area. Booker T now. Big kick to the side of the head. And Booker's really taking control after Shelton Benjamin with that initial offense. Booker T has got Shelton Benjamin up. Spinebuster. Cover. 1, 2. And Shelton Benjamin manages to get the shoulder up. And Booker is quite possibly wondering what does he have to do to put Shelton Benjamin away. Maybe the scissors kick coming at ya. And a cover. And a rope break allows Shelton Benjamin to stay alive. Knee to the face. And Booker T taunting the crowd. Booker from the outset has got this, but Flapjack sends Shelton Benjamin face first. Booker T has got Shelton Benjamin. Could be thinking, oh, wrenching on the back. Shelton might be able to submit here. The modified torture rack. And Shelton Benjamin fights out of it. Lands on his feet. And Shelton's got Booker T up. And into the corner, snake eyes. And a kick to the face from Shelton Benjamin. Knee. And Booker T spoke too soon. I was about to say Shelton has this under control, but I might have spoken too soon. Booker T's got Shelton up. Into the corner. Booker T kicking Shelton into the corner. And up goes Shelton. Maybe a backbreaker, but Shelton kicks out. Big clothesline. Sending Booker T down. And this is a back and forth match. Jon Moxley made his match relatively easy. Whoever wins this match is probably going to have a rough time because of the damage they sustained from this match. Super kick from Shelton Benjamin. Booker T down and out. Center of the ring. Cover. Shoulders are down. And kick out. Just barely making the shoulder up is Booker T. These two men are back and forth. Flatliner. Shelton Benjamin has Booker T down. Why does he not go for the pin? Now he goes for a pin after an elbow for good measure. And Booker T manages to get the shoulder just up. I think that elbow drop may have resuscitated Booker T very slightly. Underhooks Face buster. Oh my god, I thought that was a face buster. He landed on the knees. And Booker T rolls to the outside. The veteran rolling to the outside. Veteran instinct. Booker T going for a big move on Shelton. Shoulder block and a knee to the face once again. Booker T is down. Nope, maybe not. Booker getting Shelton up. Slowly making Shelton rise to his feet. Kick to the face. Dragging Shelton, center of the ring. Wrenching on that knee. Elbow drop. And Booker T could be trying to put Shelton away. Spine buster. Cover. Spine buster. That could be all she wrote for Shelton Benjamin. And Booker T seals the win. Booker T moving on to fight Jon Moxley into next match. But one has to wonder if this match took too much out of Booker T. Scissors kick early on. You thought that was it. But Shelton Benjamin managed to kick out and put on another flurry of offense, including a flatliner, which he should have put him away with that. But he didn't. And that what cost him with Booker T with a spine buster. Booker T will fight Jon Moxley in the semifinals, but we're moving on, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the next round. We're keeping this going. Two of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time. We have Chris Jericho and Bret the Hitman Hart taking center stage here. Jericho, current AEW World Champion. Bret Hart, a WWE Hall of Famer. These two titans of the Intercontinental Championship scene. And these two bona fide legends taking part in the match right here tonight. These two set to take center stage here at WrestleMania 33 for the next round of the Intercontinental Championship tournament taking place. This is Chris Jericho, the Pain Maker, set to take this match by storm, and not only the match, but this crowd. And here the lights go out, but you know there's somebody making his way to the ramp, taking his place in the middle, and you will see that it is the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Chris Jericho. Uh-oh. Bret Hart attacking Chris Jericho. Maybe it's a receipt for Jon Moxley, an AEW star, attacking a WWE star. Bret Hart introduced the AEW Championship to the world. But now he's attacking the Painmaker, Chris Jericho. We can't really see much behind the pillar. Jericho now raining fists down on Bret Hart. This is eerily reminiscent of the Moxley match, where Moxley attacked Lashley before the bell, but now Bret Hart returning the favor. Oh man. Jericho has got Bret Hart down. Wrenching on that arm. This match has to start. We cannot have a draw or a no contest. Oh my God, Bret Hart sending Jericho. Well, Chris Jericho sending Bret Hart into the corner. Jericho taunting in the ring. The match is underway. The bell rings and Jericho has Bret Hart down. Jericho with a big punch to the face, and now he taunts in the crowd. Jericho is in control. Jericho's got Bret Hart up. Bret Hart taunting the crowd. suplex into the ring by the excellence of execution. Chris Jericho without his inner circle, Bret Hart without his Hart Foundation. This is just about the former Intercontinental Champions battling it out for the Intercontinental title. The winner gets the yellow belt and will move on to fight Ultimate Warrior and 2 other participants in a Fatal 4-Way match to determine the best Intercontinental Champion of all time. A Fatal 4-Way Elimination match as Jericho sends Bret Hart down to the mat. And Enziguri sending Bret Hart down. Jericho in firm control of the Hitman. But Jericho is countered and a big running splash by Bret Hart. Bret Hart's up. Jericho is down. Jericho instead fighting back here. Going for a big running forearm, but Bret Hart counters with the Bulldog. Excuse me. And the arm is being wrenched on. Bret Hart now is putting Jericho into the corner. Uh-oh. Bret Hart's got Jericho down. Fist drop. And Bret Hart could be looking for the sharpshooter to put Jericho away. Or maybe not. Jericho and Bret locked up. Jericho now running kick. Bret Hart is down. Bret Hart making it to his feet. But Jericho, big punch to the face. Manhandling the Hitman. Lion Salt, middle of the ring. Shoulders are down. 2 count, and Bret Hart manages to get the shoulder up and continue this match. Bret Hart, code breaker, and the Hitman's down and out in the center of the ring, but Jericho not done. Wrenching on the leg, and now he decides to cover. This could be Jericho's undoing because Bret Hart kicks out. Bret Hart with a jawbreaker, but Jericho counters a big splash. And a forearm to the face. Bret Hart's in the corner. But now Jericho in the corner. Now back and forth these men go. Jericho turning Bret around. But Bret counters. Big splash. And Jericho is down in the center of the ring. And the excellence of execution. Knee to the face. Bret Hart could be looking to put Jericho away here. Jericho is over the top rope and onto the outside. This match makes its way to the outside where this match began. Jericho counter. And throwing Bret Hart into the corner. Bret Hart and Chris Jericho on the outside. But instead, Northern Lights suplex from Bret Hart. This match is eerily reminiscent right now of the brutality between Bret Hart and Stone Cold. Count of 7. Jericho and Bret Hart on the outside. 8. Count of 9. Jericho's in the ring. And Bret's back in. Bret Hart is being dragged to the center of the ring. But now, Bret Hart with a knee to the face. And a kick. Jericho. He could be in trouble here. Back suplex. And Jericho rolling again to the outside. Veteran maneuver because Jericho can't be pinned or submitted on the outside. This match has to end in the ring Speaking in the ring, Jericho just threw Bret Hart in. Jericho, reverse DDT onto the back of the knee. They could be thinking powerbomb here. Powerbomb from Jericho. 2 times and a 3rd time. Hitman is down and out, center of the ring. Will this be it? Jericho almost has it, but Bret Hart gets the shoulder up. Although this could be a matter of time for a code breaker, but Bret Hart counters. To the back of Jericho is a knee from Bret Hart. Well placed knee, but Jericho counters, shoulder tackle. And Jericho now going for the walls, trying to make one of the best submission artists in the WWE tap out. Will Bret submit to the walls? And he has to tap. Jericho wins. Chris Jericho wins in this match. What a lion salt. But not in the end. Code breaker wasn't enough to put him away in the end. Bret Hart had to submit. After this set of power bombs, thought it was going to be it. Chris Jericho advances in the next round of the tournament. Congratulations to Chris Jericho. He will probably be celebrating backstage with a little bit of the bubbly. But now, we have our final first round matchup in this tournament. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, returns to action here tonight to take on Randy Orton. Both men have had storied careers. Michaels, a 2-time Hall of Famer, not only by himself, but as part of D-Generation X. Randy Orton, a future first ballot Hall of Famer and a bona fide legend himself, here taking center stage at WrestleMania 33 for one more match in this tournament, in the first round. And here comes the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, making his way down the ramp. Hopefully, his entrance gear doesn't get stuck this time around. And Shawn Michaels
Championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from San Antonio, Texas. Weighing in at 227 pounds. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to share a personal story with you about Shawn Michaels, because he is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Shawn Michaels, I actually watched him and Chris Jericho battle it out before. If Shawn Michaels makes it past this first round match, I'll talk about it more. But I actually saw these two live in person, and I'm very excited about the prospect of seeing these two battle again. But now, Shawn Michaels takes on a man he also had a lot of history with, the Viper, Randy Orton. Sorry, my connection is cutting out very, very briefly. I'm going to attempt to fix that.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, a legend. He started out in this business as a legend killer. But one has to make the argument that he is a bona fide legend. And Randy Orton looks to cement his legacy again by proving he is the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Orton soaking it in, as only Orton can do. Randy Orton has probably one of the most impactful and best finishing maneuvers of all time. One has to think that only one RKO is necessary to be in the finals for this tournament. Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels have done battle many times before in the past. Randy Orton even tried to end Triple H, but tried to end Shawn Michaels' career at one point. The crowd chanting HBK as this match gets underway, but Orton running right at Michaels with a Thez press, knocking him down. Randy Orton just going straight after Michaels. Michaels is down, trying to get up. It's really difficult for Michaels right now. Michaels trying to fight back. Orton is down. Not for long though. Orton's got Michaels out. Draping DDT. Planting Michaels face first. And a cover. Michaels is down. And a kick out at 1. Orton could be looking to put Michaels away. Shawn sending Orton to the outside. Choppiness. Shawn Michaels suplex. And Orton is back in the ring. Orton is up. Drop kick by Michaels. Michaels fighting back. Wrenching on the arm. Shawn Michaels is not going down without a fight. And a fight he is bringing to Randy Orton. Punch to the face. Shawn Michaels can dish out a punch if he needs to, but Orton counters. Oh, what a face plant. RKO! And Michaels is down. RKO from out of nowhere, but Shawn Michaels kicks out. Got wrench suplex, but Michaels counters with an arm drag. Elbow drop from onto Randy Orton, but Shawn not content with that elbow drop. This one puts Orton down. Cover, 2, and no. Shawn Michaels in the corner now, tuning up the band. Shawn Michaels, sweet chin music. But he's got Orton up. Orton with a counter. And is pinning Shawn Michaels off of that counter. And a kick out at 1. What is happening? Shawn Michaels has got Orton in the corner. Stomps to the chest. Drop kick. Orton is down. Shawn Michaels now in firm control. Maybe not. Clothesline from Orton. Backbreaker by the Viper. And Orton chopped to the chest. And an elbow drop. Scoop slam from Orton. Sorry for the choppiness. Shawn Michaels, neck breaker. Orton's up, but counters. This match is very choppy right now. My connection's cutting in and out. Somebody must have tripped the wire somewhere. But now, Shawn Michaels kicking the hamstrings of Orton. Back and forth. It takes one move. One move, and this match is all she wrote. An uppercut from Orton. And now both men are spent. What an exchange. This is exactly the kind of fire and passion needed. RKO from Orton. And he moves on. No! No, he doesn't. Shawn survives. Shawn Michaels survives Orton for just a brief second. Shawn Michaels has got Orton down. Super kick. Through the choppiness, Shawn Michaels lays over Orton. And no! Orton kicks out. This match is anybody's ball game. Chop to the chest. And Orton is down. These two are blowing the roof off this place so much that it's breaking our connection. And Orton has got Shawn Michaels down. And Orton could be thinking one more DDT. One more draping DDT and it could be over for the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels is down. Cover. 2. And Shawn gets the shoulder up again. Shawn fighting back. Orton now has Shawn Michaels up. Drop kick. And Shawn rolling to the outside. Smart strategy. Orton neck breaker hung from the rope. Could be thinking RKO. RKO! That's the third one and the third nail in Michaels' coffin. Randy Orton has moved on. We will be getting Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho in the semi-final matches. We have Jon Moxley versus Booker T and Jericho versus Orton. Shawn Michaels went for super kicks, 2 sweet chin musics, 2 RKOs. These two men laid everything on the line. But in the end, one third and final one more draping DDT, and Orton wins. What a match, and Orton advances to the semi-final round, ladies and gentlemen. What a first round that was. To recap, Jon Moxley beat Bobby Lashley after attacking him in the beginning of the match. Booker T successfully defeated Shelton Benjamin with a huge spine buster. Chris Jericho made Bret Hart submit to the walls of Jericho. And Orton, after a vicious draping DDT and a RKO, beat Shawn Michaels. Now, we're moving on to the next round. Jon Moxley, Booker T, 2 men who have already spent themselves in these matches, are taking place center stage here in this final match. It's the first time ever Jon Moxley and Booker T square off in the center of the ring. Both men fought really hard to get to this position. And now, tonight, we are about to figure out who, between these two, has more grit, heart, and determination to get to the finals. And here comes Jon Moxley.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jon Moxley.
Jon Moxley. Lately the talk of the wrestling world is here tonight, and he is going to be doing battle with Booker T. He attacked Lashley before the bell, but now he is set and determined to move on to the next round. Jon Moxley is unhinged here tonight, unstable. One may even call him a lunatic. But it's just the kind of mindset you need, a all-risk mentality when you're facing somebody as decorated of an athlete as Booker T.
From Houston, Texas, weighing in at 251 pounds, Booker T.
Booker T got to this point after an awesome match with Shelton Benjamin. But that match definitely took its toll. Booker T set now for action against Jon Moxley, a man he has never fought before, or never even really shared a locker room with before. Booker T, the Hall of Famer, looks to show this young man exactly why he is put in that position. Jon Moxley and Booker T. Here we go. Jon Moxley, underhook. Could have been going for the paradigm shift, but an underhook suplex. Jon Moxley is still relatively fresh, making short work of Bobby Lashley. Booker T is not going down without a fight. Elbow drop from Booker T. Moxley is down. Going for a big kick, but Moxley with a knee to the back. And crunching on that leg now of Booker T. Jon Moxley is firmly ahead of Booker T, but Booker T counters. Big kick to the face. Uh-oh. Booker T's got Moxley up. Snake Eyes in the corner. And Booker T now choking Moxley in the corner, asserting dominance in this match. Moxley is being brought to his feet by Booker T. Chop to the chest, but Moxley has got Booker T up. And now, Snake Eyes of his own into the corner. And Moxley got Booker T up by the neck. Booker T with the counter. But instead, Moxley floats over. And he's got Booker T with a sidewalk slam. Booker T, small package, rolling up. One. And a kick out at one. You're going to have to do a little bit more work there, Booker, in order to beat Jon Moxley. And a big spine buster, and Moxley's down. Can Booker capitalize? Cover. 1, 2. And Moxley kicks out. Yet one would think all Moxley has to do is hit the paradigm shift. Bookend! Booker T got Moxley with the bookend, but he hit him with the elbow drop. This might be Booker T's undoing. No, never mind. Booker T just wins. After an elbow drop for good measure, Moxley is out. Booker T, the match really turned the tide after this small package roll-up. Booker T with a spine Buster to Moxley. And a scissor kick later, followed by an elbow drop. And Booker T is your winner. Booker T moves on to the next round. Congratulations to Booker T. Now, we just need to see who he's going to fight. The leader of the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, or the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. The match that I saw Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels fight in was a match at Unforgiven 2008. Those two competed in an unsanctioned match, and that was the first big match that I ever saw live, which made me stick with wrestling for all these years. So I have something to owe to Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels for keeping me on to wrestling and keeping me loving it the way that I do. And now Chris Jericho ready to make his way to the ring. Chris Jericho, after a really stellar matchup against Bret Hart, put him away after making him submit to the walls of Jericho. Chris Jericho making his presence known here in the WWE, trying to go for the Intercontinental Championship for another record time. Chris Jericho having the most Intercontinental Championship reigns out of anybody to ever hold that title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 230 pounds, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho got to this point by defeating Bret the Hitman Hart, but now he has to fight an entire new battle against Randy Orton. Both men are spent. Both men fought really hard in their matches to try to be the best. And now, Jericho didn't have much time to celebrate with a little bit of the bubbly. Now Jericho is set for action here tonight. Jericho waiting for the Apex Predator Randy Orton to make his way to the ring. Orton, after a brutal match with Shawn Michaels, didn't have much time to rest before this matchup right here.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Orton is definitely in a difficult position. That match with Shawn had to have been the most hard-hitting of this tournament. Not taking anything away from Chris Jericho because he had his own battle, but he had more time to rest than Orton. Orton didn't really have much of a breather before this match. And that match with Shawn Michaels took a lot out of him. And this match has the potential to take a lot out of either man. So Booker T has a very real chance to walk away with the moniker of one of the best Intercontinental Champions of all time. But Orton's finishing move, the RKO, is a brutal way that Orton can continue on in this tournament. And people are probably wondering, why am I talking so much during the entrances? Well, that's because I don't really want a copyright strike. I didn't get a copyright strike. I just got a copyright claim on some of my past videos for the fact that you can hear very loudly the music of the superstars. So I turned it down, turned the crowd a bit up, and I am talking over most of them. So hopefully they're not much of an issue. So we'll see it when this video gets published if that ends up being an issue. But Orton right now set to fight Chris Jericho here. Randy Orton and Jericho. Center stage. Match is underway. First time Jericho getting a real proper entrance. Now Orton DDT. And Jericho is down. Both men are severely beaten. Orton with a knee to the head, very close to that punt kick. Jericho's up, wrenching on Orton. Elbows to the face now. And Jericho's got Orton up. Kick to the head. And Jericho is in control. The AEW World Le Champion has taken control. Back and forth these two are going. Orton is picking Jericho up to the top rope. These two men have to hit some big moves in order to put each other away. Jericho wrenching on Orton's arm. Orton now trying to fight out of it. Orton's got Jericho up. Hangman on the rope. And Orton could be looking to put Jericho away. Draping DDT. Incoming. Flat on his face goes Jericho. And Jericho has been busted open. Orton just staring a hole through Jericho. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Jericho is up. Jericho is still in this one. Orton. It's got Jericho in the corner. On the top rope. Orton climbing the rope here. He's got Jericho by the head. Big move coming. Super RKO. Jericho's shoulders are down. 2 and 3. And Orton moves to the finals. We are getting Randy Orton versus Booker T. Draping DDT onto Jericho. Jericho didn't really have much of a chance. But this super RKO off the top rope put this match away. One of these two men, Orton or Booker T, is going to meet the Ultimate Warrior and 2 other former Intercontinental Champions to fight for the right to be called the best Intercontinental Champion of all time. The yellow strap is on the line. Booker T, Randy Orton, fighting over the Ultimate Warrior's belt. I believe this was the Ultimate Warrior's belt. Fighting for the right to be called the best champion in the world. Best Intercontinental Champion of all time. And here comes Booker T. Booker T had a hard road in this match.
The following contest is the final.
Oh no! Orton, not like this, man! There's fire behind him! No! Don't attack Booker before your match, come on! What is happening? I can't see behind the LED boards. Booker T and Orton are fighting. Could somebody please give me another camera angle on this so I can actually see what's going on? Please. These two men are fighting on their way to the ring. Booker T now throwing Orton down the ramp. Both men are really hurt. Neck breaker. Booker T and Orton now fighting on the ramp. Why did Randy attack Booker T before the match? Booker T trying to throw Orton off the stage, but Orton thinks better of it. This match has to end in the ring. We have to have a champion, and Orton is down. Booker T is extremely mad. He is livid at the fact that Orton would attack him before such an important matchup in this tournament. Orton was really close to ruining this entire tournament. These two have to get into the ring. This match cannot start or end unless they get into the ring. And Booker T wisely making his way back to the ring. Orton is down in the center of the ramp, but Booker T's coming back for more. Orton trying to make his way to his feet, but Booker T helps him and knocks him right back down. Oh, these two are fighting back and forth. Can't really see what's going on here. Randy Orton and Booker. Orton hightailing it to the ring. To the ringside area. Orton getting back in the ring. And so does Booker. This match can officially start now. Booker T has got Randy Orton in the corner, and he is going to make Orton pay. Maybe not. Multiple kicks from Orton, but Booker T counters with a big clothesline. And Booker T has Orton down and out in the center of the ring. The crowd on their feet. This match is explosive from the get. Orton with a clothesline. Booker T rolls through. Package, small package, and Orton barely getting the shoulder up. Wrenching on the neck now. Elbow to the face. And Orton picking up Booker T. Could be thinking of a big move. Float over DDT. What? Christian? What is Christian doing out here? Is Christian trying to come out to the ring? Oh no! Christian's behind him! Kill switch! What is this? Christian's in the next tournament. At least I think so. He's held the Intercontinental Championship before, but Orton. What a controversial way to end this tournament. Orton pinning Booker T after Christian's attack. And now Orton is the new Intercontinental Champion. Yellow strap. He won the bracket. Love it or hate it. After all of this nonsense and cheating, Orton is now your winner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so already after the end of this very controversial tournament. My name has been Michael Cruz. You've been watching a Cruz production and a 2K tournament. See you next week. Good night, everybody.